Hello everyone, I'm your cruise director Kristen, and this is 3 Star Mall in MCMINNVILLE, Tennessee. If you like redwood, have I got a mall for you. This is another one that features natural materials front and center. So much wood. And I thank you, whoever makes the decisions here, that you haven't decided to cover it up with drywall and neuter it, because it is truly lovely to look at. This was the last of 6 malls I filmed on my trip last August, so that means new stuff is coming, so if that's your kind of thing, don't forget to subscribe. To answer what may be your first question, the Tennessee state flag features 3 stars, symbolizing the 3 primary regions of the state, the West, Middle, and East, all equal in size and with none holding more prominence over the other. MCMINNVILLE is pretty much in the dead center of the state, so the name was chosen to convey that it was a mall for all of Tennessee. I love this kiosk coming up on the right. I have no idea what was in here, and the cases make me think jewelry, one of those piercing pagoda type things. It's just got so many things going on that you don't see very often. The mirrors, the brass, the dark green marble pattern. Dark green marble is way underrated. I've literally been carrying around a cell phone with a dark green marble case on it for 2 years, so I just love that look so much. It just looks classy and retro. Hunter green is due for a comeback. I just want to take this whole kiosk home with me, shrink it down, and put it in a snow globe where no one can mess with its splendor. This mall is pretty small, about 250,000 square feet, not counting the exterior-facing strip center attached to the mall anchored by a Kroger. It's not a very big town either, so it fits. MCMINNVILLE only has a population of about 13,000. There were a total of 3 anchors for the enclosed portion when the mall opened: Goodies, Kmart, and JCPenney. At present, only the former Kmart is occupied, now housing a Rose's discount store. Three Star Mall was announced in 1978 with a projected opening for the Christmas season in 1979, but it didn't open until 1981. Why? Well, 3 local businessmen got involved with the project when the developer, Connecticut-based Bronson and Hutensky, purchased land from them to build the mall. They wanted the county to issue tax incremental financing bonds to fund the project and wanted to make absolutely sure they wouldn't have to foot the bill for the needed road improvements around the mall. So, what did they do? They gave 2 local aldermen $2,500 each as a down payment on a total $25,000 in order to bribe them to see things their way. The bribes were reported, the 3 men were charged and sentenced. It held the project up because the developers weren't involved, and this muddied their ability to obtain financing independent of the local government and the scandal that ensued. From the best I can tell, the mall opened somewhere between February and April 1981. The first time you see advertisements for a store in the mall is in February, and it was for the Kroger, so it's unclear whether the entire mall was opened or if Kroger preceded the enclosed portion. You start regularly seeing advertisements for stores in the enclosed portion around April, but I was never able to find a grand opening circular for the mall to confirm the opening date down to the day. But it was definitely around the end of the first quarter 1981, that's for certain. So a few notes on design. The late 70s and early 80s were a period of design that emphasized getting back to nature, and you can see that with the use of wood, natural fibers, and earth tones. Earth Day was founded in the 70s, so people were really into that idea. You can also see aspects of the space-age 80s in here with the geometric planters and all the mirrors, which brings to mind another mall I covered not so long ago, Greenbrier Valley Mall in Lewisburg, West Virginia, where you have this strange and wonderful confluence of natural motifs like all the wood and the futuristic planters. I really want to visit the alternate universe future we were envisioning in the early 80s, where we zoomed around in earth-toned spaceships with wood paneling and macrame wall hangings. So what happened here? I'm honestly not sure. Kmart closed in 2002, and the Roses seems to have come in fairly closely after. The Goodies closed in 2009 when the entire chain went under, and the JCPenney closed in summer 2020 during their last big wave of closures. This place is small, and because of that it's not hard to get to half full, which it is. A lot of the spaces in here are occupied, maybe not 7 days a week and mostly not by chains, but there's someone doing business in a little over half the spaces. 3 Star Mall is currently owned by Urshig Properties, who do own a lot of malls this size in towns like this, and overall, they're doing fairly well, all things considered. You get the really distinct feeling that these malls are cared for. Urshig's malls are always extremely clean. The best rural malls I visit are a mishmash of businesses looking for a place to get their start. I think this is just what small enclosed malls look like these days. A lot of the kind of chains that used to fill these places are in some level of failure if they haven't disappeared already. Remember Radio Shack? This place would have definitely had a Radio Shack. But there is a Bath & Body Works, that persistent survivor of most struggling malls. They've really got an internet-proof business model because scent is extremely subjective, and even if you've read a description of a scent online, it's hard to visualize without experiencing it in person. They're also targeting what I believe is just the right price point. Most of their products are no more expensive than their equivalent at a Walgreens, but you get to go to the mall and buy it, so it feels a little more like a treat than an errand. Last but not least, everyone has the occasional need to buy a last-minute gift for someone they don't know well, and candles or smelly lotion is usually a pretty safe bet. You know the situation. You're headed to Christmas and just found out your cousin is bringing their new girlfriend, whose name you don't even know, but you don't want to be a humbug and make her feel left out, so you go get whatever gift set seems like the most popular scent. We've all been there, and by there I mean Bath & Body Works at 6 p.m. on Christmas Eve. I love Bath & Body Works. They keep me walking around in a haze that smells like fancy cake, and I'm guessing a lot of mall owners love them too because they stick around. All in all, it's a great stop if you're ever in Middle Tennessee, and we say goodbye to 3 Star Mall, frozen in time. Thank you for watching. As always, we extend a gracious thanks to all our patrons for helping make these trips possible. If you're interested in becoming a patron, please see the link in the description of this video. I'm your cruise director, Kristen, and this is UniComm Productions. We'll see you next time, wherever the road takes us.